Just like the constitution of every nation, so is memorandum to every organization, the memorandum of association, in its purposes, intent, and effect to the citizenry, just like to every member of a company too. So we want to look at the memorandum of association and its purpose, its effect as a important registered document. And as we are going into it, it is important for us to equally state it that when we are talking about memorandum of association, we cannot too but talk about the article of association. But while the memorandum of association is outward focused, the article of association is inward focused. That is, memorandums actually deal with outsiders and communicate organizations' worldview to the outsiders. Meanwhile, the article of association is an internal document. Let me tell you how I understood this when I was a student. The way I understood it, usually memo in an organization is internal, but there are some things they call contrary. So this is a contrary because while the memorandum now of association is outside focus or outward focused, the article of association is inward focused. So immediately I remember that in an office, memo is an internal document. So I quickly remember that article of association therefore will be the one that is inward focus. So without any further ado, let's go into our slide. We want to make a meaning of business law, especially as it relates to memorandum of association. So like I said before, memorandum of association, article of association, they are just like the constitution to a nation, so likewise to a company. So they are major registered documents and they are documents of incorporation. So the memorandum of association now regulates the external relationship with the organization. So what are the contents of a memorandum of association? One, it must communicate the name of the company. Also, registered office of the company. C, the registered office of the company may be different from the head office, may be different from the branch office and the like. A registered office is the office that is legally recognized and governmental communication will go to. And it is important that every organization should update it when the registered office changes. Another content that you will find in the memorandum is the businesses or the objects of which the company is registered. Why are we in business? The memorandum of association must be able to communicate this to the outside world. This organization is formed for the purposes of transacting so and so business or rendering so and so services. Another content is the nature of the company. Is it a private organization? Is it a public organization? We must know. Also, if there are any subscription clauses like transference of share and the like, it must state it. Also, the authorized share must be stated in a statement of authorized share capital of the company. These, among many other things, when you are asked in the exams, you must be able to answer it correctly. Don't forget the effects of memorandum of association. We've spoken about it. The effect of registered memorandum basically is that it binds the organization and the relationship with the outside world. That is their effect, and it's a registered document with the government. Its intent is to communicate externally, while the intent of article is to communicate internally. Please don't forget, among many other things, and the name of the company, the authorized share capital, the registered place of assignment or office, the subscription clauses must be there, the liability and the nature of liability of the organization must be there, whether it's privately owned or publicly known must be mentioned, and the object clause, among so many other things. If you are just watching us or viewing GGEM's Associate pop up on your view, please subscribe to GGEM's Associate channel, where we teach out knowledge about accounting, about auditing, about everything accountancy and finance. Gbenga Olatunji is my name. We pride ourselves that we are value to life. I want to believe you add value now, and if does so, don't forget to share to other platforms. Tell a friend to tell a friend about GGEM's Associates. Next, we'll be coming up with another topic that you will love, which is particularly from the syllabus. And don't forget, when we're talking about business law, we're talking about company law, it's not only limited, the knowledge is not only limited or useful to us when we are students. Also, entrepreneur will need to understand business law so that we will not run foul of our business operations. So tell a friend to tell a friend to like GGEM's Associate and subscribe. You can trust that knowledge will be dished out every now and then.